A few weeks ago on Instagram, I declared that I was going to become the cheese board, party platter, deconstructed dinner queen. And I started thinking about avocados. What if we put together a DIY avocado tray perfect for quick dinners and also great for low-key dinner parties? I'm Brooke Lark, and this is how to cook like a food stylist.
Get out, get away.
I am not a trained chef, but I am a full-time foodie photographer to be exact. I've created a six-figure career from my kitchen table. Come on into my studio where we'll cook not just good food, but gorgeous food. I'm Brooke Lark, and this is how to cook like a food stylist.
Yeah, yeah.
I've approached this platter with not just ingredients that will taste really great with avocado, because we visually want people to look at it and say, oh my gosh, I am so hungry. I'm also pulling together some ingredients that lend nice texture and color, and when it's all together, it's really gonna pop. So there are a couple of things that I need to prep before we actually put together this platter. I'm adding just a little bit of olive oil to some apple cider vinegar. Then I'm gonna add some paprika to give this a really nice color. This red against the green of the avocados is gonna look absolutely to die for delicious. And a little bit of salt and pepper, and then I'll use this to drizzle on top of my avocados so that they can sit out for the length of a party and not brown. Next up, we're gonna just really quickly flash fry these chickpeas. I'm gonna drain them, dredge them with a little bit of garlic powder, flour, salt and pepper, and then just flash fry them in some olive oil until they're golden brown. So good. I got this really nice crusty French bread, and I'm going to butter each of these slices and then just quickly toast them because I want just a little bit of brown around the edges. Whenever you toast your slices, it gives this really nice color, and again, just makes you want to eat the food. Okay, all of our ingredients are pretty much ready to go, so now it's time to assemble. I thought for the final image it would look really beautiful to use this really giant oversized cookie tray. I love that the color is like a little bit of a soft copper. What I'm actually going to do is teach you a food styling tip and just add a little bit of texture by crinkling that parchment paper up. So for toppings, I went pretty lazy. I purchased some pre-made chicken salad because I think chicken salad on top of an avocado sounds totally amazing. Now you can see that that chicken salad is super white. So in a picture, anything white is where your eye goes. I don't want my eye to go to that chicken salad. I actually want it to go to the entire plate. So I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle, I love these Korean red pepper flakes. They just add a bit of nice color and texture, and then they add some redness. Also going in a bowl, a little bit of prepared hummus. And this hummus is seriously begging for just a little drizzle of olive oil, maybe some pepper, and I might throw some greens up there at the end. And now that I have the hummus in this tiny little ramekin, I realize that this bowl is just gonna be way too big for my shop. So I'm gonna switch it to a ramekin of equal size. All right, it is time to add our avocados. I'm going to slice everything in half, twist them open, and then remove the pits. Now you would normally remove all of the pits if you were just gonna serve this for a dinner, but for a picture, a little bit of avocado pit here and there is just kind of visually interesting. So I think I'll leave a few of the pits in place to give us like an added bit of more. And of course, as soon as that avocado is cut, I'm gonna drizzle it with vinaigrette because I do not want the avocados to brown before I can photo shoot them or before the family can come and enjoy. All right, we have a plate full of avocados. This is already looking so gorgeous, but what I wanna do is add even more toppings and more texture and more movement in this, not only because if I'm gonna eat an avocado, I wanna eat a loaded avocado, but because that is going to turn this picture from like, to like, oh, hell yeah. All right, so some chickpeas are going on first. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and just sprinkle these chickpeas all around. When I am shooting for pictures, I almost always look for these tri-colored cherry tomatoes because it just, again, adds a little bit of visual intrigue. If you can't find them, the other option that I love using are strawberry tomatoes. And leave them on the greens. Those bright red tomatoes plus those greens look absolutely gorgeous in any shot. And since this is just like a nice summery platter, I figured that we would slice some strawberries right in half Again, like the tomatoes, it gives you this really beautiful look that you can't get if you slice the strawberry in a different direction. So go ahead and take your strawberry, slice this direction right here, and you get that really beautiful texture that looks so beautiful in the final shot. I also love the idea of just adding a few blueberries in here, again, to kind of pull out that summer color. While I was buying all of my berries for the platter, I passed the bags of cherries and realized that if I was gonna add strawberries and blueberries to an avocado platter, a few cherries here and there wouldn't hurt. Soft-boiled eggs. I have them all cooked and ready to go. Okay, secret admission time. I totally burned the toast. I do this more than I dare admit. So I'm just gonna flip it and use it in this picture. Obviously, I'm gonna have to re-cook toast for the family, but I think that I can salvage this batch by making sure that the burn side is upside down. You can always chop your herbs, but I think that fresh basil leaves pulled right off of the stem are some of the prettiest little garnishes that you can add to like any dish that needs basil. All right, I'm gonna clear this area off and get this ready to shoot. I would normally shoot this in my studio in front of a south-facing light, but because the light today is so beautiful and I have this gorgeous white quartz countertop, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it here.
Wake up, pack up my suitcase.